What's up, Raiders? Bionic here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. We're gonna have a little bit of mixed things today, okay? We're gonna cover a little bit of an update on Vergumkaar on my account. We're also going to go over some of the recent announcement that we've had in the past month, and more importantly, the one that we've had today from Cirilla. I'm saying that right now, right? I think, Cirilla. So what has been going on with all this? I think it's going to be important to backtrack a little bit, and you guys will be the judge of, is this a good thing or is this a not so good thing, okay? I'm gonna remain neutral towards it. I'm gonna try and keep this message positive for you guys at Plarium, but still, I wanna have your opinion, okay? Again, let me know in the comments below what you think about all this. So first of all, let's go over Vergumkaar really quick because we're nearing the end of the events and we still have a week left to fuse this guy. I wanna know sort of where you guys at. Are you done with this? Have you managed to complete it as free to play, yada yada, you know, the whole thing. So I fused my Feign already during the Champion Chase tournament. I have all the other rares needed for this one. I almost have all the ones needed for this one. Dilgull, I'm about to get in this Dungeon Divers event. There's 1 day left. I'm still doing a little bit of food today. I finished my Dragon tournament, so I'm relatively on track. And then I'm also just missing this guy here, Wagonbane, which is going to be from shards. So I'm gonna open a couple shards tonight on stream, okay? So let me quickly talk about this. So if you guys want to join, if you guys have any sort of shards that you would let me open for you tonight for this 10 chance event, which looks all right. I mean, there's a Trunda in there. Of course, everybody wants a Trunda, but I'm mainly going for the points. I'm just going for the points to get my Wagonbane. So I don't know what it's going to be. Ancient shards, void shards, sacred shards. I have plenty of all of them. But because we've just had a 2-chance sacred, then a 2-chance void, I'm thinking the next 2-chance event, which I thought was going to be today, will probably be next week, okay? So then I might not do ancient shards. I might do like 1 sacred and maybe 2 voids, right? So that will give me more time to accumulate more of these shards, and then I'm ready for the next 2-chance event. Anyway, but if you do have some shards, guys, join the stream tonight. Also, we will have a giveaway, okay? The reason for this is because when I did the 2700 gems giveaway, one of the winners on Twitch decided not to get back to me, and it's been over a week. I don't like chasing people when you win free stuff. Heck, that account even doesn't exist anymore, so I don't know what happened. So what I'm gonna do is that there's 540 gems to give away for you guys, so I'm gonna give everybody yet another chance of winning those gems. You just need to join the stream, and then you can use the loyalty points to purchase tickets. Really simple. Tonight, 7:30 Eastern time, okay? So back to Vergumkaar. Notice the amount of gems that I've had, okay? And I'm just about done. I started with about 3,000 gems. Let's go to today. I have 5,000 gems. What happened? So I want to make something clear here because I said I wanted to do this as free to play to prove to you guys that you can still pull it off. And so here's the explanation behind all these gems. There's been 2 weeks in there of content creator perks. And in case you guys do not know by now, that's about 900 gems every week sent to my account, okay? So that's about 1,800 gems, okay? That would put us at 4,800 gems compared to what I started before, a week ago. Now I have about 300 extra on top of that. The reason why I have an extra 300 is because I also get energy every week that I obviously have to use, okay? So the extra energy that I get is sort of like an extra day. So it's sort of like every Friday, I get double the amount of free-to-play energy that I would generate. Obviously, that helped me speed up things, but it also meant that I did not use the gems that I generated during this fusion event or the tournaments, the events, the whole thing, to spend towards energy, okay? So I still think I would have pulled it off no problem. In fact, I even got lucky and pulled, I believe, this guy right here, which allowed me to skip the Fire Knight tournament, okay? So on the 9th, which was the previous Friday, I had a lot of energy. I was able to finish the Spider tournament in 1 day, 1,800 points. Then I was able to skip my Fire Knight tournament, and then today, here we are on the 16th, and again, I've had double the energy, which means I've been able to finish the Dragon tournament basically all of today, okay? So yes, I was able to work a little bit more in the Champion Training Tournament. I did go basically all the way to the 10,000 points to get all 3 rares, but I also pulled a Ripper Fist, so I didn't need to do this, okay? So every now and then, let this be another example that sometimes you will pull the champions you need as you're doing this fusion. Even if you think it's too time consuming, I'm not going to get them all, or I can't do all the events, you might actually get lucky. Okay. In fact, I even got pretty far in the champion chase tournament, which never happens. I made it to 3,000 points to get a legendary tome. Anyway, all that being said, guys, that's my quick update on Vergumkaar. I have a week left. I basically have all the champions. Like I said, champion chase tournament, we need 785 points. That is going to be easy. And the dungeon divers event, just about done as well. Okay, and I'm gonna get this guy here, Dilgol. Funny name. And so, I want to know about you guys. Have you been able to pull this off 100% free to play? And if you've spent 100 gems of your saved up gems, 200, 300 gems of your saved up gems that you generate from within the game because you prepared in advance, that's still free to play in my book, okay? So it is doable, even with all new champions, all right? Again, let this be an example for you guys. Now, let's move on to the rest of this video, which is the news. The big news, right? First of all, we're going back about a month, okay? I'm going to try and zoom in on this for you guys. Basically, it's not really needed. I'm just going to sum it up. This was the announcement of Lydia the Death Siren, basically a month ago, okay? And during this time, we've had a big push, and you probably somewhat saw it on my YouTube channel, right? I started talking about Raid's new plan, faster fusions, more 2-chance events, right? And then we've had 2 new fusions announced. What has also happened during that time in the last month? These amazing deals for shards. So a big push for us to work on faction wars by giving us more fusions and more 2-chance events and better deals for shards, right? And so today we get this beautiful announcement which says they've nerfed Lydia the Death Siren. So here's where I'm sort of in between where, you know, it's good, but was this planned? That's my question for them. Was this planned all along? Was this another tactic by them to get us going, right? And then finally to say yeah, the original Lydia we presented to you guys is maybe a little bit too overpowered, so we're gonna nerf her right away. That's a great thing. We're not gonna release her, then you invest in her, and then we nerf her. But still, okay. So to everybody who completed this, ready to go, is going to get Lydia in patch 2.30 is what I understand from this big post, which apparently should be at the end of the month. We originally thought it was going to be at the middle of the month. Turns out it's at the end, along with the new fusion, okay, which is going to be a fragment fusion. We also talked about this before. I think this was announced basically a week or 2 ago, right? Yeah. So they also announced on this patch of today, or this announcement, is that they removed the rare tomes from the Ultra Nightmare Clan boss. It also increased the odds of getting the other ones, and then they're also saying this little part right here, as some of you might have noticed, they finally removed the rank 4 items from the gold 4 chest in the arena. That's great. That's pretty awesome, okay? But let's go over the changes on Lydia. Does this mean she's not going to be as good, right? So is this a bad thing, good thing? Again, let me know in the comments below, okay? I really want to have your opinion. I think it's important. So the legendary Void Champion, Dark Elf, blah, 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 blah. We're going to get her automatically to our inbox. She will not be in the pool of Void Champions. That is huge, and it makes a lot of sense, right? But they did put Vizix in there, which I pulled, and I'm about to get her for free in a month, in a week, couple days, whatever. So I don't know. I mean, Vizix should not have been in the pool either. Maybe I would have gotten another useful Void Legendary, but apparently not. Lydia's not there though. Good, because you know it's a lot of work to get her, so it needs to be rewarding. Okay, some of you have already seen Lydia's initial kit, which I have open right here. We're gonna go over it in a second, but first let's just finish with this quick post right here. You've seen it with the content creators, which is us. We talked about it, and then they said we are still tweaking Lydia to adjust her skill set, which means that the Lydia we've seen might not be the Lydia that we get. Okay, so you've been working your butt off to get this champion, you've bought those good deals, and you might not get what you had hoped for. I mean, are we surprised? But they nerfed her before we got her, so it's a good thing, right? Okay, so then they said we've increased the cooldown of her passive skill. I mean, it was already a 7-turn cooldown. Does this mean we can now book it more to reduce the cooldown? Just how much is it going to be? It's already pretty solid in itself, but like, I don't think she's meant to, you know, going into a battle and like go on forever with this passive, right? It's sort of like she does it once and then the battle will be over before it comes back around a second time. But in some odd cases, it might happen that it just goes on forever and the passive keeps happening. Lydia against Lydia might last forever. So maybe this makes sense. I'm not too concerned about that. Increasing the cooldown of the passive, I'm good with it. So far, I don't think it's going to nerf Lydia into oblivion, all right? Then they're also saying, we weakened a bit her aura. I don't remember seeing the aura in here. So what's her aura? I guess this confirms she has one, and I'm gonna be really interested to see what it's going to be, right? If we look at some of the other really good Void legendaries, we see often like a resistance aura, so I'm thinking maybe that. If it would be speed, it would be pretty crazy. But I want to know what you guys think. What kind of aura are we going to have on Lydia, the Death Siren? Then they're saying also they nerfed her speed and reduced her speed. Okay, so we don't know what her base speed is, and now they're saying they nerfed it. Well, this could be good, or it could be really, really bad. Although I doubt it's going to be really, really bad. And I have 3 Void champions right here to show you guys sort of like the range of what we might expect from a champion like this. When you have a very slow, tanky champion like Soulless defense type, we're looking at 87 speed. That is really slow. When we have a really fast turn meter increase, sort of like Arbiter, we're in the range of 110. I think 115 being the top right now in the game. And so then we have something like a debuffer, somewhat slow again at 94 speed, like a Torment. Now Lydia is like a debuffer, right? So she's not a turn meter booster necessarily, so I'm gonna think she's going to be around the range of 100. I'm thinking it was close to 105, 106, and they thought maybe that's a little bit too much, so they tuned it down to around 100, which is still pretty solid, right? I mean, it could be better, but like, I don't think it's going to be in the range of a Soulless, so I wouldn't be too worried about the reduced speed, okay? So, overall, is this a really bad nerf? Not yet, but I don't like the fact that they're saying we are still tweaking Lydia to adjust her skill set, okay? So to all of you who are working really hard on getting her or have already completed all this and will be getting her, good job, okay? And good job, Plarium, for nerfing before. Like I said before, I think this is a good move, but like still, maybe you should have done this before you announced her skill set, because now we all went in chasing, you know, this carrot like donkeys, and we're not quite getting what we had hoped for. Luckily, so far, everything is looking good. Anyway, guys, I wanted to share, you know, both sides of the medal today. I want to know what you guys think about all this. Do let me know in the comments below. A little bit of a rant, but I thought it was a good time to point out a few things, right? So, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you later.